see we've made some progress. We discussed that before we started.
There's an agreement not to do it, but
It wasn't funny in the discussion, and it wasn't funny now. But we've made some progress with it. No, there it was again. We didn't actually film a lot because we didn't want you guys to make fun of us and how stupid we are. The cage is in it. I'll show you in just a minute. The cage is in it. I actually picked up a Kirby seat last night for fat guys. It's a big 20-inch wide seat, and it looks huge in this truck. Makes you want to go home and do some sit-ups. But I got the seat, and then I got an aluminum fuel cell earlier, and the front end's on it now. The hood fits like a champ.
oh, we trimmed this out, make it fit real good. I don't even know if they've seen it with the hood off. Have they seen it with the carburetor on it? I don't think
It's been a while. I suck as a content creator. There we go. Don't scratch it. Ooh. I dropped it in the windshield. There is the engine set up. Oh yeah, we got a radiator in it.
I was gonna say,
we
yeah,
suck.
the
I'm so
hoses,
sorry. Hold on.
everything. This is all custom.
Yeah, we got the carburetor on it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think last time you guys have seen it.
I don't know. It's been a
got
while.
the
I did the short one.
master cylinder on it. Have they seen that? I don't know.
I did the short one a while back when I couldn't get nothing right. Water pumps on it, the accessory drives on it, the belts on it. We made radiator hoses. I made custom radiator mount. Custom, baby. This, I will send you a shirt if I didn't tell you what kind of radiator this is, and you can guess what it is.
Yeah.
You'll never guess what that radiator is actually made for. And
Unless you're like an old school hot rodder, because they used to do it a lot, apparently, according to the forums. But I don't know.
But it was not made for an S-10, I'll tell you that much. And it was not American. That's all I'm going to tell you. We got the alternator on. Like I said, the accessory drive on, the belt on, radiator in, hoses on, ICT billet coil brackets, the Demon carburetor's on. There's actually a nitrous plate under there too. You probably can't see it, but we got to put the solenoid and the lines, all that stuff on. I just stuck the plate on there to see how bad the hood was going to hit, and it does. Yeah, had to trim the core support to fit around the fender exit headers.
I really think the only thing that's not on the motor is the starter.
And the dipstick.
Yes. Don't buy an Amazon dipstick.
Do not do that, because they're not even close. And then when you try to put them in, they break. I gotta find a dipstick that fits it.
Yeah, if we had some fuel, it wired in the starter.
I have the ignition box too. I don't know if I told you that. I suck. I'm so sorry. And then I'll show you the cage here in just a second, so you can see how bad it is.
No, it looks pretty good.
It's not bad at all. I'm actually pretty happy with it. I've never done a cage before, so don't let that statement scare you. I think it looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it.
And I think we have a lot of stuff that we can now do that'll make it look like there's some serious progress.
Yeah, because now it looks like it did for the last 6 months or whatever it's been sitting in here. But
Carpet in the dash in, wire it up, and go racing.
The box, yeah. That's at the very bottom. I can't believe how small this was. That's what she said. I can't believe how small this was. That's the new MSD boxes. They're tiny.
This looks like a little keychain I got from somewhere.
It might have been because I bought it off Wish.
It's not starting. We don't know why.
It's not from Wish. That was a joke. Some things are, but not that. I wish I was kidding, but I'm not. What else? I have a switch panel coming.
Yeah.
And a relay board. That's coming.
A lot of stuff.
Trying to think of what else we got. The lights are in. Brakes. You heard him say we changed the brakes. It's now got manual brakes. TBM brakes. I was trying to say TRD brakes. Stupid, but TBM brakes, manual brakes. And then we have that power box over there. I don't know if you can see that or not because it's real close to the camera, but power distribution block, I guess is what you want to call it fancy terms. Man, really, if we wanted to, we could jimmy rig up a fuel pump,
Yeah.
hook
So
the box
starter
up, hook the starter up, and start this thing. But I want to do it right the first time, because you know what's going to happen if we start it. I'm like, well, I think we can just do a little bit more and drive it. You know, and then it's just going to be half-assed, and I just don't want to do that. So, but yeah, this is it. It's getting closer. I do plan on filming some more now that we have the cage done. I don't mind looking stupid, but man, me building that thing, some of you chassis guys would have unsubscribed, unfollowed, unfriended me, I think. So, but it's in, and it looks good. I'm happy with it. I don't really care what you guys think, but I think you'll like it. But if you don't, I don't care.
It's better than a lot of stuff I've seen.
Listen, I've went and looked at a lot of cars. We both have.
Yeah.
And we might own one or two that if you crash it very fast, over like 50 mile an hour, you're probably going to get hurt. We got one that I think if you hit a speed bump, the cage would pop out of the floor.
We inherited it.
No.
We inherited the work.
It was not of our doing. Oh, I got a rear end. I got the rear end
wow.
Big old rear end. But yeah, there's the rear end I got. Don't mind the mess in the back of the truck. We're not very good at throwing stuff away. That's the box the cage came in from Wish. Wish will freight.
It might as well have been from Wish. Good Lord.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll give you a disclaimer here in just a second. It's a Ford 88 rear end. I'm sure I went over this before, but I'm going to tell you again anyway. I don't really care. So Ford 88 rear end. It already has the disc brakes on it. It has been narrowed to fit an S-10. It has the tubes welded. Obviously, it has an aluminum cover and 410 gears, hardened 31 spline axles, and it should be ready to rock and roll. It's supposed to be a bolt in and go, but we all know that's not going to work. But that's it. But here's the cage. I mean, I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah, I think it looks good. We'll have to do some trimming to get the dash in, but
I mean,
it'll go in. The door panels still fit.
it's nice and tight. Door panels are
That's
still
what she
on.
said.
Door panels are on. Headliner's in. I definitely did not burn the headliner in 4 spots. I hit the hood. Send it. Okay, cool. Fits like a glove. We're not going to shut the other door, but then we're going to stick the dash back in it and turn that damn steering wheel over, because we might have rotated the bar 180 out when we changed the bar in the front, but we'll flip that back over. Yeah, there's the seat. Damn it, you can see my... What the fuck is going on here? Man, I am not a good filmmaker. I suck at this job. My God, it's amateur hour. There's the latest. It's actually, it looks like a truck once again. Oh, and I do have new headlights. They're not in. But I do have the headlights. Next, we are going... Oh, and I have stickers, by the way. If anybody is interested in a sticker, I'm going to be putting those on the Shopify store too. I'm going to have these bigger ones, and I'm going to have some smaller ones, and then Jake, I guess, is going to have a ginormous one for the 55, so.
Go big or go home.
Might as well.
Go big or go home.
We have some more work to do this weekend. Hopefully we can get some more stuff knocked out, and I really like to do a first startup video, and I promise the first startup will be a legit first startup. I'm not going to start it up first to make sure it runs and then video it. I'm going to video it raw, so if it's bad, we're going to show it. I'm sorry, when it's bad, we're going to show it, unfortunately. And if it's good, I'm going to show it too. Hopefully this weekend we can get some... How does this thing already have an oil leak? Well, look at there. I never started and it's got a valve cover leak. We did not reuse the gaskets off those used valve covers. Yes, we did, but
They're reusable gaskets.
they're reusable. They didn't say you had to change them. Yeah, I'm sure that's all it is. It'll be alright. We'll figure it out. Well, they said the wiring, the switch panel and everything is going to take, what'd they say, 2 weeks probably to get built and shipped out. So in the meantime, we got plenty to do. We're going to put the dash back in. Hopefully this weekend we're going to paint the cage, get the seat mounted, put the dash back in, and depending on how far we get with that, we can start building the nitrous plate, getting the solenoids mounted, starting to run wiring, getting the headlights and all the other lights hooked up, and starting to get her buttoned up in the top part. Then we got to do the rear end, and I'm still going to pull these upper control arms off and cut that little pocket out so we can get a little bit more travel. It's all coming together. We still got to finish the brakes too, bleed them, but I don't want to mess with that until we do the rear end. We got to take the lines off anyway. So I think that's it for now. Just wanted to give you guys a little quick update since we suck at creating content and we don't actually ever post any videos. Okay, sorry, I was walking around with the camera and if it's a little bouncy, I'm sorry, because I'm not reshooting all that. But tell me what you guys think of that new intro. I changed the song and changed a few of the videos around. I'm going to make another one, but I wanted to change it up a little bit, do something different. I hope to make a banging intro one of these days that I never have to change again. Between the races getting rained out and not having enough money to finish this thing, not really a lot going on.
Next weekend, 3-day race.
There is a pro mod weekend, that pro mod race next weekend.
No, there's a no prep race.
There's a no prep race 2 days next weekend.
I forgot about it.
Which one?
There's 2 choices. Leaksville or Cottonwood.
Oh. Okay,
I told Bell Boy I'll be at the one in Cottonwood, but
apparently there's 2 races next weekend that we can choose from. One in Leaksville, we went to before,
2-dayers, backside, frontside races.
and one in Cottonwood that I've never actually been to.
Probably going to Cottonwood because his dad wants to race and his car doesn't fit both days at the other race. So his car he can run True Street both times.
We also need to go where the cars are going to be slower.
Yeah. I'm just gonna tell him I'm the daily driver. Hope they don't know this. That's why I'm competitive.
I don't think they'll notice.
Daily driver with a small tire car.
You have to stop at work and charge it and put fuel in it.
So that'll be good too. Hopefully it doesn't get rained out. It has rained every single day
It's ridiculous.
here for, I don't know, at least 2 weeks.
And that's not an exaggeration. It looked like a hurricane blew through yesterday for 10 minutes and then it just stopped. We got 3 inches of rain in 10 minutes. It's unbelievable.
Crazy.
And then last weekend they tried to have a real deal sketchy no prep at Atmore rain. They scraped like diamond cut the track and it was bare concrete. Rain. It was gonna be a good time. Came to it.
Can't catch breaks.
Sucks, man.
Which is hot right now, so
It sucks outside.
sucks outside, but I'd still like.
I could get something going. I've literally used I have that Insta360 camera we got, and I've used it one time. It sucks. Well, twice, I guess. We used it on that trip to Georgia. Which, by the way, that place was cool.
That's a must. I want to go back.
It was a good time. I would go, not right now, but I would definitely go again. If we ever out towards Atlanta area, I'd go. Sorry, I suck at putting out content, but like I said, there's just not really been a lot going on, and
Well, there's been a lot going on, but I don't know how much fun it is to watch somebody.
it's not. I mean, it would have been fun to watch me cuss and throw shit. And cuss. Okay, disclaimer. Let me just.
Oh, that's a good one.
I forgot about this earlier. I told you I was going to tell you, and I forgot until just now. For those of you that want to build a race car or that have a car that you want to put a cage in, we give you a little disclaimer that Jegs and Summit and Rhodes race cars is not going to give you. This pre-bent cage is not even close. I'm just going to tell you now. There's a few bends, the main hoop and the halo. Those are the only 2 that were even close. These pillar bars, the door bars, the back brace bars, I'm sorry, I don't know the terms, I'm sorry. And the bar that goes across the back to the seat belt, not even close. Actually, the one that was supposed to go for the seat belt is right here. And it's so far off that I couldn't even use it. So I'm gonna lop the ends off, and we're gonna use it as an X brace on the frame. That along with that one, along with the other bar that was
Yeah.
supposed to go on the bed, but I was not. I didn't do the ones through the cab. I don't like those.
I think it's a very generic.
I think it fits a lot of cars.
I don't think.
It was not meant for an '88 S10. I think the two in the back were the Halo and the main hoop. I think were for an S10 or something very close.
Yeah.
But as far as the pillar bars and the door bars, there's no way in hell those are even supposed to be there, or not. They weren't even. There's no way they were made for an S10. Like, I had to bend these bars. I mean, it took me the longest to do these pillar bars because they weren't cut the same. They weren't bent the same. The bend, like, this is the pillar of the truck. The bar was like this. I'm sorry, the bar was like this. So we actually had to bend, close the bar like this to make it even fit here, and even then it wasn't close. But after hours.
I mean, you could have put it, but I mean, it would have looked ridiculous.
Yeah, and I refuse to make it look bad. Any worse than it is. But we actually have no tubing equipment. That's not something we do. So we got creative and made the bends work. I spent hours doing those two bars, and I think we ended up really nice. But just a fair warning for anyone looking to buy a cage. I think if you did a roll bar, it'd be okay. But doing an actual 10-point roll cage, anything that and above, from Rhodes race cars that's pre-bent, you be prepared to fabricate or learn how. Because it's a job. And I'm glad it's over. And it's cool because I can be proud that I did that. I've never done one before, so.
Yeah, in reality, I bet you probably have 10, 11, 12 hours in it, realistically. So.
Yeah, just a lot of grinding and fitting and grinding and fitting and grinding and refitting.
And it's hot outside.
It's very hot. Jake's too cheap to put air in his garage, so it's like 1,000,000 degrees in here all the time, plus welding and.
It's really not. Doesn't feel extremely hot, but man, it's just like once you start sweating, it's just like.
We're also both shiny, and it's 9:30 at night, so it's hot.
It's that way in the morning though. Too.
All the time. It just doesn't get
It's
cool
miserable.
here.
It's miserable.
It does not get cool here. It's 90 degrees. It's 85 to 90 degrees at night now, and 100 during the day.
Like you walk, you know, like you usually can walk out in the morning, like where we're from, and it's like, oh, it's nice and cool. And
Drive the
no,
windows down. No, you drive with the air on in the morning right now.
You cannot. You like walk outside and it's like, oof, it's
Sucks.
instant.
And then when you walk from the car to the office, it's just you sweat immediately. It's just so hot.
It's pretty much never cools down. It's hot. Great place to live, but it's hot.
I like it here, but it's hot. You better like the heat and the sun. That's all I can say. That is what we got accomplished and what we plan on accomplishing in the next couple weeks, hopefully.